Assalamualaikum and hi. My name is Noor Arin Hazani binti Abu Bakar with ID number SIT 24110-100. For question 1, this article pinpoints that the drivers of Malaysia's economic growth in Q3 2024 is domestic demand, particularly in its service sector. Assuming within the tourism sector, hotel accommodation prices rose by 12% due to increasing demand, while quantity demanded only fell by 4%. For question A, calculate the price elasticity of demand for hotel accommodation. Is the demand elastic or inelastic? Based on the elasticity of demand formula, the percentage change in quantity demand divided by the change in price. 4% divided 12% and the total is less than 1. The graph shows that the prices are increasing 12%, while the quantity demand is increasing only 4%. The price elasticity of demand for hotel accommodation is inelastic because the PED value is less than 1. It means that even though the price of hotel accommodation increased by 12%, the demand only decreased 4%. This indicates that customers are not very sensitive to price changes for these services. For question B, this article also references multiple government measures to enhance family income and therefore the creation of demand. Explain how changes in household income might influence the price elasticity of demand for tourism services. The changes in household income might influence the price elasticity of demand for tourism services depending on income levels and type of services. When the household income increases, tourism services such as hotel, accommodations, and travel packages will become more affordable, that make demand less elastic as consumers are less sensitive to the price changes. Conversely, when the household income is low, consumers are become more sensitive to the price changes, make demand more elastic because they tend to find a cheaper alternative and try to avoid tourism spending. That's all from me for question 1. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Noor Ailan Azmira binti Muhammad Azman. My ID number is SIT 24110-120. I'm from DB 1B. For question 2, let's suppose an 8% increase in household income result in a 12% increase in demand for luxury goods, such as imported cars. For equation A, they ask to calculate the income elasticity of demand for imported cars. Are imported cars a necessity or a luxury good? For question A, we're gonna calculate the income elasticity of demand. The formula for how to calculate this is the change in quantity demand divide the change in income. So the change in demand is 12% and the change in income is 8%. Then we divide it in, the answer will be 1.5. If the YED is more than 1, then it will be a luxury goods. Now for the graph. The graph shows that the increase in quantity demand from QO to Q1 same as the quantity demand from YO to Y1. The graph is also increased. Question B, they ask in what manner might the alteration in income level addressed in the article influence the demand for this good? The answer for the question is the change in income levels will primarily influence the demand for luxury goods. If the income increase, it will lead to greater demand as household income increase. Consumers are more likely to purchase luxury goods, leading to higher demand and sales for this good, and if the income decrease, it will lead to reduced demand. If income were to decrease, the demand for this luxury good would likely decline by a larger percentage, reflecting their income elastic nature. That's all for me. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum everyone. My name is Nur Natasha Asria binti Hisham and my ID number is SIT 24110-144. Today I'll be answering the question number 3. So the question is, the manufacturing sector has been a key driver of economic growth with increased demand for raw materials like steel and aluminium. Suppose the price of steel rose by 15%, leading to a 10% increase in the demand for aluminium. The first question is, calculate the cross price elasticity of demand between steel and aluminium. Formula for Cross-price elasticity is the percent changes in quantity divided by the percent changes in price. So, the answer will be 10% divided by 15% and it equals to 0.67. As we can see on the graph, the price of steel is increasing from PO to P1 and the quantity of aluminium is also increasing from QO to Q1. The second question is, determine whether these goods are substitutes or complements. Justify your answer using insight from the article. When the price is increasing, the demand is also increasing. From the article, we can see that the growth in Malaysia's economy is caused by the growth in services and manufacturing sectors. These two industries are using steel and aluminium as their main raw material. But since the price of steel are increasing up to 15%, they need to find another alternative to minimize their cost. They may use aluminium to replace the steel. This shows that steels and aluminium are substitute goods. This substitution helps balance input cost while maintaining production efficiency.
Hi and Assalamualaikum. My name is Muhammad Dini bin Maizan and my student ID is 24110133. Today I'm going to explain about questions 4. So the questions is, the article attributes part of Malaysia economic growth to the manufacturing sector, which includes electronic goods. However, the article also mentions challenges such as global uncertainties and supply constraints. Suppose the price of electronic goods increases by 12%, but the quantity supply increases by only 5%. So, as we can see, the questions already given the value, so we get the price elasticity supply. Firstly, we need to put the PES, or should I say price elasticity supply formula depending on the questions. After that, fill in the information provided from questions and 5% divided to 12%, and then we get 0.42, which means it was inelastic. This is because a 12% increase in price leads to a relatively small increase in quantity supply. So the next question is 4b. Discuss two factors based on the article that might contribute to the observed elasticity in the manufacturing sector. So the first factor is supply constraints. The article cited supply constraints as a challenge facing the manufacturing sector. These constraints may be due to limited resources, high demands, production capacity, or infrastructure congestion. When supply is constrained, producers may not be able to easily increase production in response to higher prices, leading to an inelastic supply. And the second factor is time frame. As we know, the concept of time frame is more to understanding how firms make decisions and how their actions to change in the market. Otherwise, technological advancements are more impactful in the long run when businesses have more flexibility to adjust their